Cuvo, what's up, my relatives? Mike Bravo here, Kimichipili, Little Mouse, Tlaso Kamati, no sinima kayotsin, Yamen Duecha, Hucheti Chinambo, Kayon Kanapuecha, Tlaso Kamati, Dios Mayam, Pila Mayayelo. Just want to share some quick reflections regarding, since in honor of Black History Month. And, coming from a Venice, West Los centric reality over here, just want to share some quick thoughts and, sentiments about the fight for the First Baptist Church of Venice. For those of you who don't know, it was a fight that happened from 2017 to 2021. Google it, Save Venice / Defend Venice. I just want to share some beautiful thoughts about, reflections about that time. Well, I think one of the most winning elements of that battle was the diversity that we had operating in the fight. I mean, first and foremost, it was a Venice Oakwood native, generational native-led fight. And I think it was really powerful for a lot of different reasons. Especially given a lot of the history and the notoriety we've had for fighting with each other, it was a very unique and powerful time to, for Black and Brown to come together and, see this, what many deemed an impossible victory, to see this through, despite, a lot of our activist friends thinking it was a lost cause. But like I tell people, when we Black and Brown get together, especially in Venice, even a few of us, we can move mountains, But beyond that core, we had pretty much every angle of the Venice community. We had Black, white, brown involved, whether it was, more recent generations of Venice people or even like gentry. I think you'd be very hard pressed, especially in this hyper gentrified state of Venice, chapter of Venice history, to find another fight that pulled in every good heart from the community, regardless of the socioeconomic background. So that's one thing that made it special. Another achievement of that fight was, I feel that, there's a lot of people, who I've talked to, or just, activists in general from Venice, or who've worked in Venice or deal with Venice, advocacy, political advocacy. Have all stated one of the accomplishments too, and it was pretty dope how, Save Venice, Defend Venice was able to do it, because Venice activists a lot of times tend to have a reputation for being undisciplined or scattered with their advocacy, right, in formal political settings. And many have even compared it to like herding cats, which I definitely agree with, So for a grassroots Venice native-led, Black and brown-led movement to endure a 4-year fight and navigate, city government, we were up against City Hall, the councilman at the time, Mike Bonin, who eventually, turned the right direction, the neighborhood council at the time, the Venice Chamber of Commerce, a lot of, even our own allies who were naysayers, in the fight, we proved them all wrong. It was a very historic achievement for a Venice grassroots, native-led movement to endure a 4-year fight and navigate city government like that, like the way Save Venice, now Defend Venice did. That was something unique and historic, and there's a lot of other unique and important things about the First Baptist Church of Venice fight that I'll share as more thoughts, resurface, but I want to share that real quick. And yeah, man, it was a very historic fight, for a lot of different reasons, a lot of beautiful experiences, and some very important lessons to be learned as well, which, we'll save the critiques for last. But yeah, so shout out to all my folks. Happy Black History Month.